keeping an eye on in tonight's game.
Points in the paint. The team that can win the battle down there is going to be the one that comes out on top.
To Davis. Unloads a three. It sticks.
The assistant.
Houston pump fakes. Davis is charged with the foul.
Number 1, Baron Davis.
Makes the foul shot.
Team foul, number 1.
Houston makes it.
Pick him up.
Quick pass to McGrady. To C-Webb. That was a nasty dunk, Bob. It had great power. Williams will bring it up court. O'Neal with the steal.
The ball handler will have to slow it down.
He doesn't want to risk losing the ball.
So let's see what they can get done in the half court.
Nope. Davis grabs the board. To the Dream. To Houston. He's been robbed. McGrady will bring it up court. He'll shoot. Hill gets the shot.
The assistant, Tracy McGrady.
With the shot.
Out of
Williams will bring it up court. Williams with the fake. Oh, yes. He gets his man off his feet. Dishes off to Davis. To C-Webb. Davis is called for the foul. Now is the time when teams either come together or break apart.
I'd say these guys usually come together in a crunch. Plays like that are putting them to the test.
The Magic are up by 6. Williams is looking to go down low and get some points in the paint. If they can run a few isolation plays for him, he'll come up with points. Nails the jumper. O'Neal, good fake. To Hill. Strips the ball. Weber picks up the foul. It looks like some of the players on the bench think they could do a better job.
Well, if things don't start changing out there, some of them are going to get a change.
Williams feels they have an advantage down now, and they're going to try to exploit it. Davis with the foul. Williams will hit enough of these to keep the defense honest. Makes it. To McGrady. Houston is whistled for the defensive foul. McGrady now has 6 points this quarter. He's an excellent foul shooter, and he still shoots a lot of them in practice.
That's a real old school work ethic he's got going on.
This is a matchup they can take advantage of.
That's why we're seeing the isolation.
Toronto ball.
Looks at a three. The Magic let him get right to the rim.
It's like spotting the other team 2 points.
There aren't too many guards in this league with hops like Baron Davis.
That's right, Don. He can sure fly.
To Davis. He looks at three. Got it.
You know it's game time when they're shooting like that.
Count the basket.
Chris Weber.
For three. Hill picks it out of the air. Davis comes up empty. Williams grabs it. With the quick transition. They aren't getting it done in transition.
And it's costing them dearly.
Passes off to O'Neal. I thought he was going to tear down the rim with that two-handed jam. The Magic are up by 5. Anytime he can get the isolation, his eyes light up. Houston buries the shot. That's 6 points for the former first-round pick. Gives it off to Davis. To T-Mac. To the Diesel. Back to McGrady. Puts up the tray. Davis grabs the rebound. Launches the three. Carter can't find the hole. O'Neal boards it to Davis. To T-Mac. To Davis. Unloads. No. Davis grabs the board. They're going to try and get the ball to the post area.
If they can get points in the paint, it might open up the outside shot.
Orlando might want to think about slowing down and running a play. To Davis. He puts up the J.
Aaron Davis for 2. The assist to number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
Davis picks up the defensive foul.
Defensive foul to number 1, Aaron Davis. Into the game for Toronto.
High contact, Bob.
That's what we've been saying.
Alvin Williams.
Up with the shot. Houston's got one of the nicest strokes in the league.
Anytime he gets the ball, he's ready to put it up.
After one, Orlando is ahead. The first quarter didn't quite go the way they'd hoped.
But they saw a lot of good things from some of their players. If you want my advice, go back to those guys and see what else they can get.
Puts up the tray. Carter hits it. The Magic will let that one go.
Right now they need to concentrate on getting the points back.
Weber, top of the key. Leads with the defensive foul. Each time he steps to the line, it's a guaranteed point.
That makes him the kind of guy you want on the floor at crunch time.
No good. Davis gets the board. Carter shoots. O'Neal is called for the defensive foul.
Shaquille O'Neal. That's
Carter will run the numbers on them if they keep putting him on the line. Misses. Weber with the board. McGrady sets it up on the left side. Pass to O'Neal. He puts up the J. Oh, yes.
That is some dead-eye shooting.
Weber.
You got to watch that player when he isolates his man. Houston, no good. He pushes up the floor. Passes off to Weber. Puts up the jumper. Davis, no good. To Williams. He sets things up. Vinsanity takes the jumper. Davis gets the board. Number 7 goes for the same thing. The Tomahawk Jam, grace and power. Orlando increases their lead to 5. Carter puts up the shot. Davis gets the rebound. McGrady with a quick spin move. That player needs to get his head back into the game.
I can't figure out why he would crowd the line when there's no crunch.
They're looking to go down low and get some points in the paint. Picks the pocket. There's the fake. Powers it down with a two-handed jam. That's a 6-0 run. The Magic lead by 7. Hunter with the jumper. Their coach has to be happy with the field goal percentage mark they've set. Weber from the low post. That puts some points on the board.
He's lighted up like New York City's Broadway.
Hunter is trying to get the ball into the post area.
If they can get points in the paint, it may open up the outside shot.
Davis is whistled for the defensive foul.
Aaron Davis into the game for the Raptors.
Power.
What a
The assist
move!
to number 11, Lindsey Hunter.
Dishes off to McGrady. He will not be denied.
Once he starts his move, that's it.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
I think we're seeing a call for some post play here.
They want to work the ball inside to see how the defense reacts.
three.
OD, baby. Nothing more.
Doc Rivers is saying, hey, as long as you guys call it both ways, 8 on the shot clock. The Magic are using a lot of energy on defense.
They might need a breather soon.
Bradley buys the shot fake for three. Got it.
This team is shooting the lights out.
The assist to number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
Puts up the shot.
He put that one down.
The assist to Lindsey Hunter.
O'Neal gets his defender in the air. Hunter sets the offense. With the shot. No. On the break. Mr. High Riser. He sure threw that one down with authority. Orlando increases their lead to 10. With the nice shot fake, Hunter buries the shot.
They've got to play them a lot closer than that if they want to win.
Solid team. Solid team.
Weber fakes the shot, strips the ball to Hunter, pushes it up to Pippen. He misses it. Hill boards it.
His team needs him to challenge like that now.
With the shot, Pippen takes the board. Hunter goes up. He comes up empty. Olajuwon with the offensive board. Hunter puts it up.
You can't count on an outside shot to bail you out on a poor play.
Dishes off to Hill. Passes off to O'Neal. For three. Davis drains the shot. He's now got 11 points. At the end of the first half, the Magic lead the Raptors 40-30. In the first half of play, we've seen some of the problems that have plagued this team.
And it's mainly on the defensive end of the floor. This time, sometimes, you just got to learn to work through it.
O'Neal with the steal. Gives it off to O'Neal. To Davis. Dishes off to Weber. Oh, baby, that got everyone out of their seats. That gives him 10 points.
Out of bounds.
He can't believe that call.
But he's keeping his cool down, and that's the sign of a mature play.
Takes the shot. He drains the jumper.
The assist to number 20, Alvin Williams.
To McGrady. To Davis. He pump fakes. Sends it to Davis. Pass to Hill. He puts it up. O'Neal with the offensive rebound. The Raptors, they need to reshuffle their lineup.
Some fresh energy off the bench certainly helps them right now.
One-on-one, this player is hard to stop. Williams lets it fly. O'Neal with the board. That's 6 boards for the 11-year veteran. That was a slick two-handed jam. That's 13 points for the former first-round pick. Time to make a stand.
If they don't, I'm not going to want to look at the fourth quarter.
This isn't the kind of player who needs 3 picks and a pass to score.
Just give him the rock to get out of his way.
Davis with the interception. Hill shoots. Nails the jumper. That's a 6-0 run. Orlando increases their lead to 16. Looks like they want to go inside.
They think they can definitely get some points from down low.
Insanity with the J. Blocked. Takes the shot.
Count it. They're not quick enough to collapse on the inside shot, so they better start challenging the pass.
With the nice shot fake. Back to Hill. He looks for the rainmaker. This game won't be won that way.
They need to make sure they're getting their guys the ball where they can make the shot.
Houston pump fakes. Batted away by Shaq. To T-Mac. To Davis. To the Diesel. To Weber. Hill goes for 3. Carter with the board. Williams sets up the play. The rest of the team gave him some room to operate. With a nice shot fake, and gets it to fall. He's been robbed. He sets it up on the left side. To VC. There's the fake. Plants it away. Williams lets it fly. He gets whistled, but it was still a spectacular leap.
This player has boundless athleticism.
To Davis. He fakes. To Shaq. To T-Mac. Unloads a three. Weber makes the offensive rebound. The Magic are ahead by 11. He is such a tough assignment on defense.
When he can lure you into a one-on-one showdown, you know he's going to cross you up.
In the final 2 minutes.
Williams makes them both. He fakes the shot. To T-Mac. Passes off to Davis. Now that's what I call a power jam.
The assist.
He'll bring it up court. They feel they have an advantage down low, and they're going to try to exploit it. Shoots a three-pointer. Williams, good. He leads the team with 13 points. O'Neal with the fake. To Hill. Davis with the steal. They're off and running. He can't be stopped.
He's on the attack.
I thought he was going to tear down the rim with that two-handed jam.
The assist to Grant Hill.
Orlando able to come up with the ball out of the screen.
We're seeing some hustle by the defender.
Hustle and anticipation let him draw that charging call.
Davis picks off the pass. Houston grabs the rebound.
These guys have to play a little smarter here.
A quick shot doesn't really help them.
Out of bounds. Raptors ball. Into the game.
Shot clock
for the
is dead.
Raptors. Number 7.
He sets it up on the right side. This player definitely has the skills to create for himself.
And that's why he wants the ISO.
He bites on the shot fake. Shaq with the two.
The assist to Baron Davis.
After three, the Magic lead the Raptors 5th. They've got the lead, Bob, but I'm thinking they shouldn't take anything for granted right now.
No way. When you look at some of the scores on the other team's roster, you know they can get the job done.
He threw that one down hard.
The assist to number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
If they can run a few isolation plays for him, he'll come up with points. Houston puts up the shot. He's doing a nice job, Bob.
I don't know if they can shut him down.
That was a nasty dunk, Bob. It had grace and power. He initiates the offense. You got to watch that player when he isolates his man. Houston puts it up.
Another made basket from in deep, and their coach can't believe they keep giving them up.
With the nice shot fake. To Hill. He shoots. He misses it. This team has been able to out-rebound their opponents throughout the game. Dish to Houston. Gives it off to Houston. Blocked by Hill. Fake. Batted away by McGrady. To C-Webb. To T-Mac. Number 7 bites on the shot fake.
He stood by and watched his man driving.
The assist to number 1, Tracy McGrady.
For three. No good. McGrady gets the rebound. Hill puts it up. He doesn't get the basket. Davis grabs the board. That's 7 boards for the 10-year pro. The defense hates to get caught up by those isolation plays.
This scoring ability, you got to think a double team. But he can also beat you with the pass.
passes off to Hill. Carter picks up the defensive foul.
Defensive
Is
foul.
this team starting to feel the strain?
I wouldn't have thought it, but by the looks of it, yeah, there's something going on.
Hill makes the first.
Into the game for Toronto. Number 11, Lindsey Hunter. And number 32,
It's
Eddie
the second.
Robinson.
We're seeing the post players trying to establish position.
He's looking for the entry pass so he can go to work, Don.
Hands up, hands up.
Toronto runs the ball right back up court. Grips the ball. Who taught that guy how to pass?
You need to make sure your man knows the ball is heading
Into
his
the
way.
game for the Raptors. Number 33, Scotty Pippen.
Hunter sets it up on the right side.
Out of bounds. Raptors ball. Into the game for the Toronto Raptors. Number 34, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Pulls the trigger. Hill with the rebound. Hunter wants to slow things down a little. McGrady puts up the shot. That gives him 13 points. The Raptors are on the wrong side of a huge lead.
At this stage in the game, they're running out of time to stage a big comeback.
If they're trying to milk this situation for drama, they've succeeded. Oh, that was an unbelievable 180 dunk. Davis now has 6 points. Weber handles the feed. McGrady, good fake. Back to McGrady. To O'Neal. Launches the three.
2 minutes.
T-Mac needs to take a half step in closer before he launches. Otherwise, he's not going to score tonight. Hunter tries the three. O'Neal grabs the rebound. Hunter brings on a little pressure deep. I thought he was going to tear down the rim with that two-handed jam. The Magic are ahead by 12. Hunter fires away. O'Neal pulls it down. That's 8 boards for the 11-year pro. Sends it to Davis. To Weber with a nice shot there. That was a slick two-handed jam. The Magic are ahead by 14.
Michael Bradley. And number 20, Alvin Williams. The assistant, Baron Davis.
To Pip. He pump fake.
Into the game for the Toronto Raptors. Number 33, Antonio Davis.
Hill grabs it. He can't find the hole. Williams takes the board. Toronto is running the floor tonight.
That's what's going to happen if you don't get back on deep.
Davis with the steal. For three. Hill with the rebound. To Davis. They're running and gunning. An unbelievable 180 slam. Man, that dunk got me jumping out of my seat. To Williams. To Pippen. Three. Oh, yes. The Raptors cut the lead to 11.
Antonio Davis.
Stolen.
Toronto come up with the ball.
To Pip. To Olajuwon. To Williams. Here's the three ball. No good. Weber collects the rebound. Hill takes the jumper. Toronto has to do a better job in transition.
This looks like a weak spot for them, Don.
And number 50, Vince Carter. The assistant, Tracy McGrady.
Unload. Can't find the hole. Davis looks to run. Finger roll.
Baron Davis.
He delivers on another big basket.
He sets it up on the left side. O'Neal grabs it. Tonight's final score, Orlando 76, Toronto 61.